Hello everybody, happy Friday, Ramblin' Friday. Oh my gosh, this has been like brutal trying to put this up. Mercury retrograde, yikes. I keep pushing off when I should be pushing pause. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for all the comments. Appreciate you all. Thank you to my new subscribers. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. And my existing. Big love to all of you all. So today, let's see if I can get this out in one shot. Oh my gosh. I am going to be looking at the month of August. I'm going to be looking at, oh, I had it written down. Hang on as I pull it up. I'm going to be using my new Motherpiece deck. I tried using that before and it didn't really work out so well because the deck is circular and little and the images are hard to read on the screen, but I thought I'd give it another shot before I give the deck away. And I may give the deck away, who knows. So I want to look at the month of August. I want to, maybe there's some galactic message for us all. We'll see. I will look a little bit into politics. I covered a lot of it earlier in the week and nothing much is going on. Trump's implosion on the black journalist stage. Oh my gosh. And then we get all the, hang on, I'm going to back up 2 seconds and talk about the comments. Because if I'm going to go into politics, if I'm going to talk about what a black job is, I want you all to be respectful, okay? Number one, in the and most of you all are, the comments, if you put a link to a YouTube site, that gets held for review. A lot of times I don't see it. If you put certain keywords in there that are negative, inflammatory, those get lost too. If you are having, if you're just like being a jerk in your comments towards another person, to me, to whatever, that gets booted, okay? I don't, I'm all for having an open channel as long as it's respectful and as long as it's in love and trying to, you can voice your frustration, but it can't be disrespectful. Okay, I'll leave it like that. And I don't care what political party you're for. Let's be respectful of all. Certainly the MAGA cult is going to be having a rough time of it. Because I think they're going to see that they've been betting on the wrong horse. And that's very disrespectful to horses. But someone's got to take the fall. Huh. That's disrespectful too. All right, did I tell you it's Ramblin' Friday? It's Ramblin' Friday. So let's do Motherpiece. Let's just see what Motherpiece has to say. See if it's going to resonate with me. Motherpiece, what do you got to say? Excuse me. Had an itch under my... Whoa! Flew out. New emotional start. I got an owie on my finger. There we go. New emotional start. Ace of Cups. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Diving into a big fountain of water. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Discs. To me, this feels like it's not one person doing it. It's the community building this together. It's the community pumping up this new emotional start. And we have the Chariot. Moving on. And that's in the center of this. Let me pull this down so you can see how I'm doing it. So we have the Ace, the 8, and then we have the Chariot. Moving on. And it feels like, here's the galactic above, the crab, the Cancer. It feels like this is part of the galactic message that they want to share. New emotional start as we work together. Moving on. There's a Justice card here. And, ooh, double. Ha. Well, that's the wrong number, isn't it? We have 11 strength. Isn't 8 strength in the Rider-Waite? Again, this does not follow the Rider-Waite. So we have strength. And what's the bonus card we get? Daughter of Cups. Daughter of Cups. When you think of Joe Biden as the King of Cups, when Kamala Harris was picked VP, some would say, oh, she's the Queen of Cups now. But really, I've always felt that as Jill Biden. And Kamala Harris was like in the apprentice role when she first started out as VP. And so it felt like she was learning an awful lot from Joe Biden. And I think that with these two cards has given her a lot of strength. Her tutelage under him has given her a ton of strength. That's giving us a new beginning. And we do have this Justice card. You can't help but not think of how she frames her campaign, how she frames this time, how she was a former prosecutor and the other guy is a current criminal. I think I can say it like that, right? Motherpiece deck. So I'm not giving them away. I kind of like them. I like them. I'm going to keep them. I do have a couple other decks I could give away for another time. All right, so let's take a look at the month of August, because I've seen a couple astrologers that are saying, hey, rocking and rolling. So one astrologer said he broke it up into threes. He goes the first third calm, second third crazy, third the third section is calm again. Let's see. I'm using my light seers. Let's just pull 3 cards for week 1. 3 cards. And then on the other hand, I saw that it was just the opposite in another podcast. You know, we get to make our own rules on how this is going to shape up. We're in Mercury retrograde. Be careful what we say. Little things trigger us. Communications are all screwy, hence this video. Or the previous ones that I had to delete because it was just like too much for my little brain to figure out how to string them all together again. First week, 7 of Swords. Little lies, deceits. Is that Trumpy? Trumpy? Throwing out lies. The thing, and he constantly does that, but I don't know if that's him so much. It might be. Going back to, this is Ramblin' Fridays. You know, I have my Ramblin' shirt on, Ramblin' Man. But when the prisoners were freed from Russia on this multinational stage, using multiple countries to help Joe Biden because of his relationship with them. Trump goes, you know, oh, what, you know, we paid too much. We did this. It's just a bunch of lies. But getting back to that prisoner exchange, I'm so happy and pleased that they're working on this. I hope they don't give up. There are still others that are being held. And so as much as we celebrate the return of those that were freed, let's not forget the ones that are still there. The one that I have a name for is, is Mark Vogel. But there's others besides him. But let's use Mark as one that we can pass out all our prayers and safe passage to bring back home again. So let's use that as a center part of the web that we can bring them all home. Okay, did that make any sense? It's Friday. All right, 7 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. So some lies and deceit, sneaking into camp, stealing some information, leaving somebody defenseless. The Page of Pentacles, balancing on one foot, on a portal, on a mandala. It's new, youngish energy. Youngish energy. And, whoops. And then we have the Knight of Wands. And this is happy information. Playful information coming forth. That's Kamala Harris's whole gig. Well, except I wouldn't want to be on the wrong side of her. But she, you know, she kind of, it's like, oh yeah, it's all cool. It's all good. We'll get it. We'll get it until I turn serious and then watch out. So, second week, we have the government, the Hierophant. We have the Two of Wands, making a decision on something, a decision that's going to come to pass at some time. Ooh, about the King of Pentacles. I woke up thinking, I go, I every morning I do my little meditation. I do my big meditation, short amount of time, where after the meditation I went, am I going to wake up to the news that something happened to Trump, that he left, that he's gone? So in this, we have the government coming to some decision about the King of Pentacles. What's all that about? Second week. Third week. It's hard to flip cards with a bandage on your finger. We have the Nine of Wands, Five of Pentacles, loss, and the King of Cups in the last card. So this Nine of Wands, we're getting beat up a little bit in the third week. Still standing, but it was kind of rough. We're kind of left out in the cold. We're feeling really lost. There could be some financial stuff going on. I know today's stock market like really tanked. And so we may be having some of this, but we also get the Joe Biden energy, calm. And even if we don't get the Joe Biden energy of this calm, of his calmness, this is asking us not to be in the fray of it, to rise above it, to be in this Zen-like moment where you go, I see that coming. Who said something? Somebody made a comment, not my monkey, not my circus. I go, oh yeah. I heard the joke a different way. Not my bottle, not my duck. But either way, a lot of this is not our responsibility to fix. We need to be aware of it. We need to vote. But that stuff that we're seeing on the news, nah. But we may get a little beat up this month, on the third week. And the fourth week of August, yay! 10 of Cups, happy. We've got the Page of Swords. And to me, this is all about kind of walking a tightrope with all your ideas. Learning some new information, managing that tightrope pretty easily. Why? Because you've got these high ideas and ideals that are keeping you from falling down. So stay in the light. And then we have When Pigs Fly, the Page of Cups. So there may be some news that comes up. And there may be some news at the end of the month. And I was going to say something about Pumpkinhead. But I'm not gonna right now. So that was the month. Okay. Somebody wanted me to do a multi-layered spread. Hang on, I'll get her name. Come on now, there it is. Jenny Baez. She goes, do a multi-card deck read on how Gen Zers are feeling this way. So I'm going to hit pause, I hope. And I'm going to pull my multiple decks out. Okay, I did it. Woohoo! All right, let me drop it down. Here are the decks that I'm using. Lightseer's Tarot, Libby's Intuition deck, True Black, Motherpiece, Deviant Moon, and the Lemurian, Beyond Lemuria. What are Gen Z's feeling? Will they be sold on getting on board to save American democracy? How do they feel about this democracy? That's a good question too. We have the Two of Wands. They see this, well, they see the choice, clearly. But they're not really getting off their butt yet. They see it, but I think they're looking at it from a different point of view than we are, obviously. They see the world differently than how we see it. Two of Wands. And they're looking at the balance of things. They're looking at how out of balance we are. And they see the death, rebirth of this time that we're in. And so they're not really pleased, is what I'm hearing in my head, with, the way things have been going. What I'm hearing is that they've been told so many lies that they can't really, that they need to recreate a new beginning based on what is the true balance. And they're going to make some kind of decision with this. Interesting, we have the Three of Wands right below the Two of Wands and Justice. This is more about community and playfulness in this deck, as I just talked about. And as I look at the images here, there are some wild images that just don't seem to make sense as to what am I looking at here? So I think they're seeing things in different awarenesses, different time streams than we are, different levels. We have the Page of Swords, ready to pick up arms, ready to do some swing that sword of justice, but they're looking at the world through technology eyes. One eye is in technology and the other eye is human. So they're looking, well, if you call that yellow eye with circles in it human. They're looking at the world through a different prism than the way that us old people, well, speaking for myself, look. I'm a young old one. And then the last card, Beyond, Sound of the Universe. So the question was, how are Gen Zers feeling, and will they be getting on board to save democracy? They are getting on board to save humanity, to save the planet. But our older vision of what democracy is doesn't fit in with what they see. So they're going to be changing it up a little bit. Just as our political climate and our political system, like the Republican Party, it is no longer a Republican Party that I grew up with. It's totally different. And will it ever go back there? No, it can't. I mean, I don't see it. I don't see how it could. And it's putting a lot of people in a pickle, because these people who have been, like my hillbilly brother, who's been voting Republican all his life, he's having a rough time. He's not voting Republican. And that is really, really hard for him. He's having a rough time with it. So is my notepad. That's having a rough time too. You okay down there? Oh, no. All right. Let's look at a couple more. Somebody wanted me to take another look at Elon Musk in the SEC. And is he going to be, are they taking another look at him? And it's interesting to me that Elon Musk, along with Peter Thiel and PayPal, all these online digital currency platforms, are trying to go to Bitcoin and Ethereum and whatever. Because the SEC doesn't regulate that much. And so they want to go with this unregulated platform. And they've even tried to weaken the SEC. And Elizabeth Warren isn't going to have anything to do with that, let me tell you. So, and I've always thought that it's the financial powers of the U.S., the IRS, SEC, that is going to bring down a lot of these guys. So let's just do a quick 6 card on is the SEC looking into Musk. And I'm also hearing Trump in my head. So is the SEC looking into, are they paying attention to all this? Queen of Pentacles. That's a pretty good yes card. 5 of Cups, loss. 10 of Wands, the burden. Page of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles. And the King of Swords. Absolutely. Let me drop it down. So they're looking at all this money that's coming in. They think everything's cool. The SEC is looking at something and going, hey, wait a minute. This is not all right. And it's kind of freaking these guys out a little bit. And they're going to go, well, we're going to sue the SEC. We're going to do blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, so far this isn't the lawsuit. This could be the King of Swords, but I'm thinking it's more the SEC coming at him. But there's a big burden. Look at all the Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. This is the Page of Pentacles in the past, trying to do something new, a new project with their money. And then really, once that takes off, then it really takes off. And they're really hard at working money. And then you have the legal taking a look at this in the potential near future. I mean, keep going with this because this could also be those Elon Musk's and Peter Thiel's suing the SEC. So this could be them and their lawyers, or it could be the SEC coming after them. 8 of Wands, restriction. Taking a look at things. They're going to say, oh, we can self-regulate. No. The World, this is a completion card, but this is also the whole world. This is multinational corporations that are involved with this. Hopes and fears that they can stay being the emperor and in control. And then they get the Lovers card. Is the SEC looking at it? I think so. They're looking at the relationship of the company and all this finance, all this money. You have the Star of Hope that's hopefully going to illuminate, may shock. And you get the 2 of Pentacles, juggling money. Yeah, I don't see anything happening right now. I see the SEC looking at it, looking at the juggling, looking at what their options are, but not doing anything right yet. Maybe getting all their ducks in a row. All right. What else do I want to look at? Somebody else asked me to look at... hang on, I got to think. Okay. Project 2025. Because I put in there that even though the head architect or whatever resigned from the Heritage Foundation, I said it's still there. This has been going on for decades. I was trying to figure out how many. So I just said decades. A long time. Long time. Longer than Sasquatch has been around. That's a long time. And the question was, are people paying attention? Is this just going to go away? Is our government on top of it? Are they watching this? And intuitively, what I get with this is that there are still some MAGA loyalists in the government. I was watching a thing. My wife was watching a thing that I walked in on. It was Chris Hayes, all about January 6th, and about when the Secret Service told Mike Pence to get in the car, and he goes, "I am not getting in that car." And so they had a whole conversation around that. And it's frightening. It's frightening that seems so far in the past. And wouldn't it be great to have, like, you got to put we have a right to a fair and speedy trial. These trials are not speedy at all. And so how do we get them to be speedy and timely while still allowing the process to play out? Yeah, it's for a bigger brain than I. But I think that they're going to work on something, because Sheldon Whitehouse has a big brain. He's going to figure it out. He's going to make us come together. He's coming up with a plan. All right. Project 2025 are the Jamie Raskins, and there's somebody else in there too. Sheldon Whitehouse. There's somebody that is that we don't know about, that is like a Jack Smith. That's going, oh hell no. It's not him. It's not Jack Smith. It's not Jamie or Sheldon. Somebody new. Okay. Thank you. I like that image I got. When y'all see things, do you see them in color or black and white? This was both. It's both black and white in color. And you go, Danny, how can that be? It's Friday, I'm rambling. That's how it can be. No limits here on Friday. Okay, Project 2025. The Heritage Foundation seems to be really keen that they have everything in place. How's that going to work? Are people going to start pulling it apart? Yes. 3 of Cups. Celebration. 5 of Cups. It's not going to be easy. It's going to take some legal hits. There's going to be a lot of confusion. But you got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords right there. New information coming. The world is there. They're moving on. There's going to be an illumination. Yeah, they got it. They're looking at it, and they're paying attention. They're shedding light on this subject. Because this has been going on for so long, that there's a lot of tentacles that are involved in this. And so it's not going to be a light switch that goes away, but they're slowly working on it. They're slowly shedding light on it. Will they put guardrails in place? Are they putting guardrails in place for November's election? Are they putting guardrails in place for November's election? And then I'm going to end it. Guardrails in place for November's election. Are they putting guardrails in place? The Democrats doing their jobs, putting guardrails in place. That November election. Going back to a simpler time. Slow-moving Knight of Pentacles. It's going to take some time, yes? A lot of worry, a lot of hard work, some secrets, Star of Hope. Ooh, I'm hoping that's a new beginning and not the Russian card. Balance, King of Wands. All right, let's drop this down, go over it real quick. Okay, can you see? Come on now. All right, good enough. Good enough for government work, as they say. All right, so what we have, going back to a simpler time, the hard work. We have Joe Biden at the base of this, so he's aware of it. He's authorized it. He's gone, okay, let's do it. We have the Five of Swords, winning at any cost. This is Project 2025. We're going to win no matter what. Even if we have to put in fake electors, we're going to win. At the top, you have the Wheel of Fortune that oversees this. So even though this has been going on for like 50 years, this cycle is, it feels like it's up on this. It feels like it's spinning. So they may think that they have it in play and everything is good, and it is causing a lot of worry with this Nine of Swords. It's scary as hell. But with a lot of hard work, and look at the illumination that comes from this hard work. That's internally us taking care of this. Not us, but, you know, our side. And it shouldn't even be our side, but you know what I'm saying. The High Priestess is still saying, yeah, there's still some shenanigans. There's still some hidden things that are going on. Hopes and fears are that we have the Star of Hope. We have the illumination. It may shock us, though. We may get a little jolt. And the final outcome is the Empress card. And this is when I said I hope it's not Russia, but it's giving birth to something that is bringing balance and new information riding on strength. So I'm not so sure this is Russia, although you could make a case that it could be. I'm not seeing it. And the underlying cards, if I can pull them out. Celebration, Knight in Shining Armor, Strength, the 8 card, and the Queen of Cups. Still a little secret in that cup, right? That the High Priestess may be letting us see, or indicating that there's still some shadowy things going on. But yeah, I think they got it, and I think they have it under control for a balanced election. Free. Okay, that's it, guys. That's it, 38 minutes. I've spent way too much time on this because I kept pushing stop instead of pause. And I go, okay, well, I'll string all the videos together. And I'm like, oh my God, that'll take forever. So I just redid it. All right. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you all. Happy Friday. Happy Saturday. See you Sunday. Peace and love.